NASA knows a secret about you. The U.S. government has a secret about you. The elite have a secret about you. There's a reason that black cells are literally in outer space. Your royal DNA cellular bloodline is filled with the God particle, but it lies dormant within you. Beloved, my name is Vicky Dillard. I received supernatural insight concerning your messenger DNA code from a supernatural messenger. If you're not supernatural, this isn't for you, but if it's for you, you don't want to miss my ancestral messenger DNA code activation part 2 on the most magical date of the year. Don't miss it. The link is below. Signs and wonders follow. Don't miss it. 12/12/21 is your day to ascend into your God particle.
Nobody depend on the government more than your people. You want to go there by depending on the government? I'm glad you mentioned that one. Nobody depends on the government more than y'all. Listen, I'm the first one to say, cut off welfare today. Cut off food stamps today. Cut off Section 8 today. Cut it all off. Cut it all off. I promise you, I know who's going to fare very well and who won't. Your people get more welfare than black people do. Your people get more food stamps than black people do. Ain't nobody depend on the government more than y'all. More y'all is in poverty than we are, statistically. You need white supremacy. That's dependent on the government too. If anything, we can't depend on the government enough. We need to depend on the government. We pay taxes. You know, like, I know, I'm just responding because I'm just kind of giving y'all some talking points of how to respond to them when they come at you like that. That's why I'm responding. Ain't nobody depend on the government more than them. They crying when the government don't give them anything. Look, when COVID hit and all that stuff started happening, they was the main ones crying about they needed money. You think they gave those PPP loans and all that for black people's sake? No. I need some money. My business is going under because you shut me down. You think if black people go cry about us being shut down, they're going to give us anything? They'll be like, well, Negro, you should have got your act together. You should have saved your money. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and figure it out. Ain't nobody bails us out. All that EIDL and PPP, that was to bail out y'all. Now some black folks got it, yes. But that was spearheaded to bail out y'all because y'all crying. Y'all crying about your mortgage payments, crying about your rent, saying you couldn't do this, couldn't do that. They never listened to the cries of black people crying about our rent and our mortgage. They're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You should have been paying your bills. So stop. That eviction moratorium had nothing to do with black people. That was to protect your people. So stop. Please stop. Because you ain't going to win that one with me. I'm not your average everyday Negro you're talking to. I know you. I know your comings. I know your goings. I know how you think. I know how you move. I know your intentions because I've studied you. You have never been in a position where you had to do for yourself. Never. Never. There was no America till black people built it. You didn't build this. Then, after you couldn't get cheap labor no more from black people for slavery, then you went to slavery 2.0, the sharecropping. So that's continued slavery. That went all the way up to, in some cases, to the 70s. Then when you couldn't get that, you start importing all the people from south of the border, Hispanic people, to do all your work because you didn't want to get out there and do your work. It's supposed to be your country, right? And then when you didn't want to pay people for the factories, you shut all the factories down because you still wanted cheap labor. You didn't want to pay for it. And you sent all the jobs to China. And then the Chinese was very smart. See, the Chinese wasn't dumb. You put all them factories over there in China. Oh, yeah, you like that $1 to $2 a day employees. And the Chinese the whole time was downloading and copying every bit of your system, every factory, every schematic. And what the Chinese did was take your crap, replicate it and put a Chinese name on it. Now, and listen to me, Matt, since you're so smart, now China is the richest country in the world now. And it's your people's fault, Matt. Why? Because y'all gave them everything. And the Chinese wasn't stupid. The Chinese say, if you build a Tesla, let me copy Tesla and build this. Oh, you got an iPhone? Okay, I'm copying the iPhone and putting the Chinese name on it. And nothing none of y'all can do about it. And y'all mad. I wish Africans would do the same thing. Look at what they do and copy it and put an African name on it. That's what we can learn from China. Did y'all know that China's the richest country in the world now? It's not the U.S. They're not talking about that on TV. They can't say they're the richest nation on the earth anymore. China can say that now. They're number 2 behind China. And once again, because you didn't want to work your labor, you didn't want to pay, you always wanted something cheap. And this is why you're number 2 now. Because you didn't want to go work for yourself. And you didn't want to pay people right. So I know you. It's my job to know you. I know your culture. I know your history. I know it all. You had nothing going on until you met black people. Nothing. You were living in squalor in Europe. Filth. Not taking baths in Europe. Scared to take baths. Until the Moors came over there and told you, hey, wait a minute. Bath's not going to hurt you. You can bathe twice a day. The Moors taught you how to eat your meals. They taught you about having a 5-course meal. You have a lot to thank from us, but y'all don't want to do that. That's why I tell black folks, let people have what they want. Let's just stick to ourselves, and you'll see who's what. Yeah, y'all didn't know that? That China's the richest country on earth? Y'all didn't know that? All right, as you can see, China is now the world's richest country. China has beat the U.S. to become the world's richest country, according to a report. It said their global net worth soared from 156 million in 2000 to 514 trillion in 20 years, making the world wealthier than it was at any point in history. China accounted for nearly a third of its increase. So just so you won't think that I'm lying, yeah, China's the richest country in the world now. I don't understand that. Please help me understand. See, but the white supremacists, they smart. Why would I give my secret sauce to somebody else? Seriously. If I got a restaurant and I got a secret sauce and nobody know my sauce, nobody know my recipe, they don't know the secret to the Krabby Patty. And I literally, because I don't want to pay people to make my Krabby Patties, I'm going to go pay somebody $1 a day and give them my secret to the Krabby Patty to them. And then because they wasn't stupid, they copied the recipe and called it Mr. Lee's patties now. And Mr. Lee got the same thing. And then I want to get mad. Intellectual property, and they're constantly stealing from us. They're not stealing from you. You gave them everything. They ain't stealing. They just wasn't stupid. Well, China promised they wouldn't copy ours. This. Okay. All right. China was third world at one point in time. They had a famine, real bad famine in China. And because of y'all taking the factories away from here in America, where black people and white people worked in these factories out of high school and made a good living to put food on the table for families here, you took all that away from black and white people and shifted over there. And now in 20 years time, because the Chinese wasn't stupid, now they overtook you. Oh boy. And this is why the African continent deals with China and not you. Chinese do have their racism, yes. But if I want to be real, the Chinese haven't done what America's done to the African continent or to the Caribbean or even to our ancestors. Yes, we dealt with their racism, but we can't say Chinese people haven't enslaved us. We can't say we found a bunch of pictures of Chinese lynching us, burning us to death, running us off our land and family. And I can't say that. I can't say it. And when the Chinese be racist, we will call them out. But if we really, you kind of see now why Africans are dealing with them. That's where the bag at. But y'all smart though. Y'all smart. Okay. But see, they rather give all their secrets to China, and China made all this money. They rather give everything they had away. They literally we built. All the money they had to build up this country come from our ancestors. They would have done better having us do the work and giving us the schematics and giving us whatever. No, they didn't want to do that. They don't want you reparations. They don't want nothing. Listen, y'all gave China a reparations payment that y'all have never given us. And now y'all number 2. And it's not changing. China going to stay dominant financially. China is smart enough to not even allow y'all to come in their country like that. The white supremacists. They smart on that. The moment y'all hit that airport in China, they watching you. They watching your phone. They don't trust you. Oh, trust me, I stay on top of these global politics, bro. I know exactly what's going on. Man, everybody got hip to you now, Mr. White Supremacist. Telling y'all the world about it. I told y'all by 2030, you won't know America, you won't know the world. That's how quick it's gonna change. By 2030. Mark my words on that. When I first said that in 2019, look at where we at right now in 2021. How quick things have changed from 2019 to 2021. Oh, you just wait. You will see. You will see. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.